He thought he was just doing his job, yeah. One of those I'm the law around here types with mirrored shades and a buzz cut full of attitude. But the second he slapped the cuffs on her wrists, that's when everything started to unravel. And the best part? She didn't even blink. She just stood there, quiet, like she'd been waiting for this moment her whole life. Let me back up a sec. It was a blazing afternoon at this nothing special strip mall just outside of Milwaukee. Hot concrete, buzzing lawnmowers, that thick summer air where everything feels slower. A woman named Renee Caldwell, sharp navy blazer, leather satchel by her side, was standing outside her car. Her friend had just run into the pharmacy. 5 minutes. Tops. Renee wasn't doing anything, just breathing, waiting. That's when the cruiser pulled in, like it was chasing a murder suspect, tires squealing, siren yelping once, like a war cry. Out steps Officer Chadiel Hayes. Stocky build, redneck, the kind of guy who walks like every sidewalk owes him rent. He eyeballed her like she didn't belong, like just existing was an act of defiance. License and registration, he barked. Renee didn't flinch, didn't reach for anything, just looked at him and said, calm as can be. I'm not driving. I'm parked. That made him mad. You could see it, that twitch in his jaw, that little flash in his eyes. He leaned in, started throwing questions, stupid ones. Why you dressed like that? Who you waiting for? You always sit in cars like you're on trial. And still, she didn't rise, didn't give him the fight he wanted. Then he did it. Grabbed her wrist, spun her toward the hood, slammed a cuff on tight. Phones came up from every angle. You know how it goes nowadays. People don't intervene, but they record. The parking lot turned into a silent courtroom, and everyone knew they were watching something important. And Chadiel, he kept pushing, patting her down, ripping open her bag like she had a weapon inside. What he found instead was a black sealed folder, DOJ grade, federal. The change in his face, man. I wish you could have seen it. His whole body froze. His lips moved like he wanted to say something, but couldn't find the words. And then, out of nowhere, 2 black SUVs rolled in. Quiet. No lights, no sirens. Just presence. You felt them before you saw them. Out stepped a tall, clean-cut man with gloves and sunglasses, badge raised chest high. Department of Justice. He didn't yell. Didn't even look at Chadiel. Just walked to Renee, popped the cuffs with one fluid motion. She didn't gloat. Didn't even speak. Just looked at Chadiel, like she pitied him. And the silence in that parking lot, heavy, like everyone knew. Something bigger had just gone down. Twist as Renee wasn't just an agent. Turns out, she was part of a federal oversight team investigating racial profiling cases. And guess who was already under quiet review? Yeah, Chadiel Hayes. And his daddy, retired judge. Got bounced years back for, you guessed it, ethics violations. Buried deep. Renee filed her report that same week. Quiet little room. No lights. No press. Just papers, ink, and a woman who knew how to dismantle systems from the inside out. Meanwhile, Chadiel badge stripped, gun logged, locker cleaned out before lunch. You won't see it on the news. No hashtags, no speeches. But for everyone who stood in that parking lot, and everyone who watched that video later, they'll remember how a silent, cuffed woman stood taller than the man trying to crush her and walked away with the law behind her. So tell me, was justice served, or was this just a moment in a broken loop? Drop your thoughts below. Was Renee right to stay silent? Or should she have made noise? And more importantly, how many other Chads are out there, still wearing a badge?